Fall is here in Northeast Indiana, and despite the unusually warm weather we've been having here in recent weeks, the leaves are starting to fall, which means it's time to start leaf cleanup. I figured it'd be a great opportunity to compare these 3 battery leaf blowers and put them head to head to see who wins. Stay tuned to see the results. I chose these 3 blowers for a few reasons. Mainly, I've used them all extensively over the years, and I own these 3 brands of blowers. But not only that, these are 3 popular brands when you come to Toro, Ryobi, and now Kress as they enter the market in the battery tool realm. I wanted to compare tools that people actually own and purchase. First up is the Ryobi Whisper Backpack Blower. Now this includes 2 40-volt 6-amp-hour batteries and a charger. It clocks in at 730 cubic feet per minute and 165 mile-an-hour airspeed. It weighs 30 pounds with both batteries, and it has a firm, non-adjustable shoe. It also includes a variable trigger speed with turbo boost and cruise control. This blower retails for $429.99. Next up is the Toro Flex Force handheld blower. It includes one 60-volt 2.5-amp-hour battery and charger. This clocks in at 605 cubic feet per minute and 120 mile-an-hour airspeed. It weighs 12 pounds with the included battery, and it also has a firm, non-adjustable shoe. This has a variable trigger speed with turbo boost and a cruise control. This blower retails for $259.99. The last blower here in our test is the Kress handheld blower. It includes one 60-volt 5-amp-hour battery with charger. It also clocks in at 850 cubic feet per minute and 174 mile-an-hour airspeed. It weighs 11 pounds with the included battery, and it has an extendable chute to enhance air volume. It has a variable speed trigger with turbo boost and cruise control, and it retails for $379.99. For the purpose of this test, to keep it fair and unbiased, I'll use each blower on the same size pile of leaves. I will stay stationary, and we'll use the turbo setting, which is the most powerful setting on each blower, and then we'll measure to see how far each blower can move the pile of leaves to get a gauge on how powerful it is and what its capabilities are. All right, first up is the Ryobi Whisper Backpack Blower. We got my line here. We're gonna put this on turbo, see how far we can go, and then measure it. Let's see how far, I'll mark my line here with the blower, how far we got those wet leaves. So out to the tip here, the farthest it blew for the Ryobi was about 18 feet. So we got about 18 feet for the Ryobi on turbo mode. All right, with my line marked here with the Ryobi, so we'll make sure we're the same. We have the Toro blower, so let's see what this one does. So we'll get our measuring wheel here and reset it. Out to the tip of the pile here, and that is coming in about 15 feet, so 3 less than the Ryobi. Now we'll do the Kress. Now we're going to test the Kress 850 CFM blower, and we're going to see how far this can go. Again, I got my line here, and then we will measure to see how far this can blow it. Here we go. All right, so the farthest leaf on this test went over to the leaf line here. So let's give this a test and see what kind of footage we got. And we're kind of blowing into the wind here, some wet leaves. So this is coming in at 24 feet 2 inches. So we got 24 feet 2 inches on the Kress, which is the highest of all 3 blowers that we tested. I think the results from the testing were pretty obvious in the video. Kress was clearly the outright winner when it came to actual performance and blowing the wet leaves the farthest. That said, let's compare the blowers in each category. If you're looking strictly at the bottom line, Toro is going to win, obviously, because it was the cheapest unit here that we tested, but it did sacrifice significant power from the next least expensive option, which was the Kress blower. Now, the Kress blower had more than 200 CFM of power more than the Toro, and it was only about $100 more. So in my book, when comparing value to power, I would go with Kress here on price. Obviously, Kress was the clear winner when it came to power. The 850 CFM came in as the highest of all three blowers before we even started, and it really proved it could perform during the testing by outperforming the Ryobi and the Toro blowers and blowing the wet leaves the farthest. In relation to weight, Kress also wins this category. It weighs in at only 11 pounds with the included battery, and it was the lightest of the three blowers that I tested. As far as sound levels go, the Ryobi claims that it's 85% quieter than gas with a sound rating of 59 decibels. The Kress comes in at 60 decibels, and the Toro was much higher than both of those at 71 decibels. When it comes to quietness, I chalk this one up as a tie between Kress and Ryobi. If you're finding this video helpful so far, please hit that like button. Thanks. After testing all three blowers and comparing their features, my clear winner here is the Kress handheld blower. This had much more power than the other two blowers. It was quiet, it was lightweight, and it was easy to hold in my hand. I love the adjustable speed feature, the optional turbo boost, and the extendable chute that enhances air volume. Another positive feature of this blower is that it charged quickly, and it is compatible with the Kress commercial batteries, which have the ability to charge from 0 to 100% in only 8 minutes. The blower retails for about $380, which is right in the middle between the Toro at $260 and the Ryobi at $430. After using this blower extensively for an entire season now, I can say that with certainty that the battery life on the Kress blower is much better than the Ryobi batteries and worlds better than the Toro. The Toro batteries die very quickly, and it takes me longer to recharge the 2.5 amp hour Toro battery than it takes me to charge the 5 amp hour Kress battery. My favorite part of the Kress blower is I don't have to mix fuel anymore. Every time I mention battery equipment, someone swoops into the comments and starts talking about how weak it is and that it doesn't perform as well as gas. Now, if you're used to something like that Toro blower, I would agree with you. It was weak and it died quickly. The Kress blower just isn't another battery blower. The product quality and battery technology is impressive. Their goal is to make battery equipment that performs just as well, if not better than gas. I used to use steel blowers in the past, and I would put this Kress right up there with the power of a Stihl BG86 professional handheld blower. It has similar specs, similar power, and you don't have to screw around with mixing fuel and pull starting it. It's a win-win in my book. And if you're worried about the battery life or batteries dying, Kress does offer a 3-year battery warranty and a 5-year tool warranty, where they'll replace the unit or the battery if it fails within that time period. If you're interested in any of these blowers, I've linked them in the description below so you can check them out. Kress only sells at dealers and not online, so you'll need to locate a Kress dealer near you using their website that I linked in the description to check it out in person. If you found this video helpful, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications so you don't miss out on future content that I post. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time, out in the lawn and the leaves.